pedicures are done, but I had to take out my sandals and it feels really nice. So after that kind of lovely weather, I think the heat has definitely taken a notch up there. So welcome back to Urban Women. You actually are tuned into the Qurtuba Online Academy. So that's QOA. And this is the learning curve where education is reimagined, powered by Qurtuba Online Academy, learning without limits. That's a segment on the show spotlights how online schooling is transforming education, by creating opportunities for students to thrive both academically and personally. Through conversations with our alumni and teachers, listeners will hear real stories of breaking boundaries in education, whether it's students balancing academics with hobbies, excelling in flexible learning environments, or finding new paths to success beyond traditional schooling. Joining me now on our screens as well as in the studio, I have Sister Amina Dawood. Assalamu alaikum, Sister Amina, and welcome to Radio Al Ansar and Urban Women.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. How are you today, Razia?
Alhamdulillah, I'm always well. And when you walked in, I just lit up. So if you're joining us on the screens, Sister Amina and I are matching with our colors. I think because of her lighting, you can't really see, but her hijab is exactly this color. On the screen, my camera lighting seems to be a little brighter, but that's it. And we're matching. How's that? What did you say? Our energies, right?
It's good energies. Yeah.
Absolutely wonderful. So Sister Amina Dawood, she is from the KZN Regional and the British International Curriculum Coordination from Qurtuba Online Academy, a school that has been at the forefront of reimagining education by combining academic excellence with flexibility, innovation, and a safe digital environment for learners. So we'll be talking about the future of education, the role of digitalization, and how online learning gives students the freedom to pursue their passions. So, Sister Amina, let's dive into it. We often sit and we think about the future, and especially as parents, we wonder about our children's future and the way things are going now in schools and the realities that we're hearing about and facing. Many parents and learners today, they do feel stuck in conventional learning methods, right? So what's your view on the future of education and where do you see it heading in, let's say, the next 5 years?
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. I think that's a very vital question, and one where we at Qurtuba Online Academy, we are deeply invested in. The future of education is no longer confined to brick and mortar classrooms and the traditional methods as we once knew. So without giving away my age, think about what school was 20 years ago or even 10. We are in the future of back then. So over the next 5 years, we're going to see a transformation. Learning is going to become more personalized, more flexible, and far more relevant to the real world. So at Qurtuba, we've already embraced the shift. Our learners, they are benefiting from a choice of structured, flexible, or even self-managed timetables. Project-based learning in the sense of where they have something, they need to build it, they need to get into it on their own, and want to do it for themselves. And then access to this rich array of digital tools. So whether it's a laptop that you're using or whether it's one of those little pads that have a writing devices with them or even a webcam, or it's really about how you're going to honor and embrace those tools, but within the framework of your Islamic values.
So important.
Exactly. And so traditional schooling often follows a rigid kind of a one-size-fits-all policy, and that's really great for those who want that. But online education allows us to meet our learners where they are, so adapting to their pace, their interests, and their strengths. It's learner-centered education, transcending those boundaries of the conventional classrooms. Your classroom could be your backyard, could be the beach, the haram. We had a learner writing exams from the haram last term.
Wow.
Or even a tent in Gaza. We have attend school in Gaza.
Look at that.
Yeah. And we
SubhanAllah.
believe that the next phase of this education won't be about just memorizing facts for exams or just be mark-centered. It's going to be about really nurturing the creativity, the adaptability, and the digital literacy. These are the skills our learners need, not just to succeed academically, but to thrive in a rapidly changing world while staying grounded in their faith and identity.
Inshallah, that's beautiful. Now, we all about, everything is about AI, digitalization, all of that, I think you can't escape it now.
Can't. No, not at all. It's there. I watched my nephew the other day. He's 2.
Yeah.
He's scrolling.
Yes, absolutely. I always say now, babies are born with it. It's part of their DNA because obviously while they're in the fetus, then this is what the mums are doing. There we go. That's where they come on knowing how to use a phone, isn't it? SubhanAllah.
It's with the new manual.
Yeah, I love that. So with the rise of digital education, many parents are understandably concerned about what their children might be exposed to online. So how does Qurtuba Online Academy actually address these concerns, and how can digitalization be seen as a force for good?
Okay, another very important question, Razia, Jazakallah. So that's also a concern that we take very seriously. So at Qurtuba Online Academy, we have a built-in learning environment that's not just academically sound, but it's spiritually safe. So it does not exclude the parent from the educational journey or educational process.
Right.
So unlike traditional settings where a child may have unrestricted access to the internet, our platform is structured and monitored and guided by qualified educators who understand both the academic and Islamic needs of our learners. So from a digital POV, we'll call it that.
We are still trending and current right now. Eh?
Yes, we are. We have a new amazing features which we will be introducing at our open day in Durban on the 20th of September.
20th of September,
Yes.
right? So if parents are wondering and keen on this, save that date.
Yes. So it's taking back that fitrah of education for our children. I think we spoke about this earlier.
Yes.
Where parents have full visibility of what their children are engaging with online, and that digital tools are used intentionally for ilm nafi'ah, which is beneficial knowledge. We're not just teaching subjects, which we're cultivating a mindset. Digitalization, when it's approached with the right niyyah, with the right intention, it becomes a powerful tool for growth. I mean, it can be used to seek knowledge, give da'wah,
Absolutely.
earn a halal rizq, and even build global connections with like-minded Muslims like you've never imagined. So we need to shift the narrative. Yes, screen time can be misused. Yes, it can be a gateway to a whole lot of other social media issues or norms. But it can also be a gateway to global learning, critical thinking, and your spiritual development. So at Qurtuba, we're showing families that digital spaces can be sanctified spaces, not just social media or unconscious scrolling. The space is where learning is purposeful and the values are upheld and futures are shaped for both dunya and akhirah in mind.
I mean, I love that. It's true. We are engaged in unconscious scrolling. We just scroll, and before you know it, time is gone,
Absolutely.
So it's again about the discipline. And when you're talking about, there's good in everything. It's just practically, basically how you use it.
Definitely.
And it reminds me of green tea, my green tea experience. Green tea generally, we consider it good, right?
Yes,
Our
yes,
color
yes.
for today,
Yeah,
green.
green.
Subhanallah. But I had no idea that too much of it is not good for you as well.
Really?
So everything needs a balance in
It's
life.
very interesting.
Everything needs a balance. And basically, when we're talking about these concerns too, there has to be a balance with regards to this and a discipline. So beautifully explained. Now, one of the biggest advantages we know of online learning is flexibility. I mean, you've just mentioned a few. SubhanAllah, I'm thinking about sitting in the haram. Imagine writing your exam. SubhanAllah, what more can you ask for?
No,
How does this flexibility benefit Qurtuba students? And what impact have you seen on their ability to pursue passions and other activities actually beyond just the academics?
So flexibility is truly at the heartbeat of online learning. I mean, why else would you come online unless you want that kind of flexibility? And at Qurtuba, it's one of the most empowering aspects of our model. So our learners aren't bound by just rigid school hours or long commutes or, needing to just fit within those boxes. It means they have the freedom to explore their passions. And whether that's sporting, coding, entrepreneurship, arts, picking up a new hobby,
Yep.
testing the waters as
Yeah.
to whether I actually want to get into this or I don't.
Yeah.
We've seen incredible stories unfold with our learners. Some of our students are running their own small businesses.
Amazing.
Others have earned international sporting scholarships.
Right.
Others, we had one of our learners come through. She's studying at Al-Azhar University.
Okay.
And
Subhanallah.
one of our learners in the Western Cape is even serving as a junior town council member.
Already. Wow.
And these achievements are possible because our learners have the space to balance academics with real world pursuits.
Right.
And what's beautiful is that these passions are often feedback into their learning.
Absolutely.
So they become more engaged, they become more motivated, and they become more confident because they have a purpose. They know that's where I want to go, and this is what I'm going to work with. So it really transcends just that norm of, I need to fit in.
Absolutely. I think that is so important. In school, that's where, I always feel like I wish, now I'm talking about my perspective, I wish I had exposed myself to more career paths, because you just never know. How do you know? How do you know until you're exposed to it? Now, this is absolutely wonderful to hear, so inspiring to hear what students are already doing in their young age. Can you imagine a few years' time where they're going to be?
Definitely.
So that's great. And inshallah, listeners, if you are listening in, as Sister Amina said, is that if it works for you, there's a great opportunity.
Definitely.
Comment coming through from Sir Rashida Ahmed. She says, MashaAllah. So it depends on you if this is definitely what you see as great because you feel your child has more potential, wants to go out more. Qurtuba Online Academy is here. You can catch Sister Amina coming on to Urban Women, inshallah, every Wednesday. Catch her around 11:30. As we wrap up, what would you like to say to our listeners?
So I think, Razia, when we were talking about our youth, it is really to guard them from that losing focus and choosing things because your friends are doing it or it's trending today. And we encouraging our learners to discover their own voice and their own interests and to pursue those. So as we wrap up, I'd like to invite your listeners to join us next Saturday, the 20th of September. We're going to be at the Shark Sport in Umhlanga. Our times will be advertised on our social media for the final leg of our major city open days. After a phenomenal turnout we had in Johannesburg and Cape Town.
Fantastic.
We're excited to connect with more families, showcase what Qurtuba has on offer, and it's not just education. It's a journey of growth, identity, and excellence.
Subhanallah. There we go. Beautiful. So remember that date. Remember where to go and join them. And that was the Qurtuba Online Academy Learning Curve Education Reimagined with Qurtuba Online Academy. Until next time, remember, keep learning without limits. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.